Hello students, good morning to all of you. Today I am going to start chapter number 3, square and the square root. Today we will discuss about what is a square and a square root. If x is any natural number, x is any number and its square means whose power is 2. It means this number is multiplied by itself. So we can say that a square of x is multiplied x into x. Suppose 2 square of 2, we can write 2 into 2. Product of two number means itself 2 into 2. We can say a square of 2 means we can write also 2 into 2. Any number either minus 4 ka square, we can write minus 4 into minus 4. Minus 5 square, we can write minus 5 into minus 5. So a square of any number is always give a positive number. Either it can be positive or it can be negative. Suppose a square of 2, we can write 2 into 2 equal to 4. A square of minus 4 is also its product is minus plus 4 into 4 16. A square of minus 5 into minus 5, here minus into minus plus 5 into 5 25. So square of any number either it can be positive or negative, its value is always positive. We will get always positive value of a square of any number. So we have to remember up to 30 number and its square. A square of 1 is 1. A square of 2 means 2 into 2 equal to 4. A square of 3 square 3 into 3 equal to 9. A square of 4 into 4 equal to 16. A square of 5 into 5 25. 5 5 are 25. 6 square 36. 7 square 49. 8 square 64. 9 square 81. 10 square is equal to 100. Similarly, in the same manner, we can find a square of any number. Means that number is multiplied by itself is known as a square. Next one in the chapter 3, we have to find the prime factorization. Prime factorization method to check the perfect square. So question is here, is 625 a perfect square? So we have to check by using prime factorization method. So what is the prime factorization method? We have to convert into the prime factor. So 625 is the number, 5 jar divided by 5 we will get 125. 5 2 jar 25, 5 5 jar. So by using prime factorization, prime factors of 125 equal to 625 is equal to 5 into 5 into 5. Here we are getting 4 5. So we have to make the pair, 1 pair, 2 pair. From 1 pair it will come 1 5 into 1 5. So 5 5 are 25. Here all the factors are in grouping, means here is grouping of two numbers. Here is also a grouping of two numbers. So we can say that 625 is a perfect square. Here we are getting 5 into 5 is 25. So 25 is the perfect square. If you will find the perfect square of 25, you will get 25 into 25 equal to 625. The answer is yes, 625 a perfect square. Here all the factors are in paired form. No any factors are in unpaired. Here all factors are in paired So we can say that 625 is a perfect square. Next, move to the next question. One 164. So first make the prime factor of the given number. 2 8 is 6, 2 2 41. So prime factorization of 164 is equal to 2 into 2 into 44. Here is the one pair of 2, but here is the unpaired only 41 we are here, only one. At least we have to make the pair of the given same number of 2. So here is a 2 into 2, one pair. Here is a 41 is unpaired. So this is not a perfect square. All the factors should be in the paired form. Here 41 is unpaired. 41 is unpaired. To make, if we multiply here 41, so again it will come in the pair form. So here only 41 is here. That's why 164 is not a perfect square. Question is, find the exercise 3.1. Question number 6 is, find the greatest 3-digit number which is perfect square. Exercise 3.1, question number 6, find the greatest 3-digit number which is perfect square. So find the greatest 3-digit number. The greatest 3-digit number is 999. 999 is the greatest 3-digit number. So which is the perfect square? We know that a square of 30 is 900. The square of 31 is 31 into 31 is 961. We can write the square of 30 is 30 into 30. We will get 900. The square of 31 into 31 is 961. After that 32 into 30, square of 32 into 32 equal to 1024. So here greatest 3-digit number which is perfect square is 961. So we here square of 30 is 900. Greater than 900, 31 square of 30, we are getting 961. So greatest 3-digit number which is the perfect square is 961. And this one question is 1024 is the next question is 7th number. Find the smallest 4-digit number. Find the smallest 4-digit number which is a perfect square. So here smallest 4-digit number is 1000. This is the 4-digit smallest number. 4 digit smallest number, and we have to make it a perfect square. So here look, a square of 32 is 1025. So 1025 is the smallest 4 digit number which is perfect square. So this is the basic idea about the by using prime factorization, and by using the means this type of the question is generally based on your IQ, means common sense. Now we will look some property. Some properties of the perfect square. Some property of perfect square. So what are the properties of the perfect square? Suppose if you will observe here square of 1, square of 2, square of 3 equal to 9, 4, 16, 5, 25, 6, 36, 7, 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81, 10, 100 square 100. The square of any number at the unit place is the 1. We are getting 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 6, 9, 4, 1, 0. We are getting 0, 1, 2 is missing here, 2 is missing here, 3 is missing here, 3 is missing here, 0, 1, 4, we are getting 4, 5, 6 coming, 7 missing here, 7 missing here, 2, 3, 7, 8. If a number ending with 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 6, 7, 4, 1, 0, a number ending. So first property is a number with 2, 3, 7 or 8 at its unit place is not a perfect square. So this is a property. If a number ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8 is never be a perfect square. A number ends with odd number of 0 is not a perfect square. Suppose 10, so we can say that 10 is not a perfect square because here is a 1, 0. 100 is a perfect square. 1000, here is the number of 0 is odd, so it is also not a perfect square. We can say here number of 0, 3, 4, 5. This is also not a perfect square because this is a property. Number ends with odd number of 0 is not a perfect square. So this is not a perfect square. This is also not a perfect square. This is also not a perfect square. Next property is the square of any even number is always even number. Suppose here number is 2, Here 2 is even number. Square of 2 is 2 into 2 equal to 4. So 2 is here, 2 is also even number and its square value is also even number. The square of any even number is always a even number. The square of odd number is always a odd number. Suppose any odd number, square of 1, we get 1. Square of 3 equal to 9. Any odd number, its square is odd. Or square of 7, 49. Here 7 is an odd number, 49 is also an odd number. Next, a perfect square. A perfect square when divided by 3. When divided by 3. When divided by 3. Leaves the remainder. Leaves the remainder 0 or 1. Suppose a square of 4 is 16. If you divide 16 by 3, 3 5 is 15. Here you are getting 1 as a remainder. Here 1 is a remainder. If a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square means 16. When divided by 3, leaves the remainder either 0 or 1. Suppose a square of 3, 9. If you divide 9 by 3, you will get remainder is 0. A square of 9 is equal to 81. 3, 2 is 6, 2, 1, 3, 7 is 21. Remainder is 0. So either you will get the remainder 0 or 1. Next property is very important. The square of any proper fraction. The square of any proper fraction. The square of any proper fraction is always smaller than f given fraction. Suppose take one improper fraction, a fraction in which numerator is smaller but denominator is greater than numerator. Here 1 is numerator, 2 is here denominator. 2 is greater than numerator. Now here a square of this number is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 4. So a square of proper fraction 1 by 2 is 1 by 4. We can say that 1 by 2 is 1 by 2 is greater than 1 by 4. Here 1 by 4 is smaller, but 1 by 2 is greater than. We can say that 1 by 4 is smaller than 1 by 2. 1 by 3 square of 1 by 3 square is equal to 1 by 9. Here we can say that 1 by 9 is smaller than 1 upon 3. Directly we can say that this is a property. Based on all this property, the square of any proper fraction is always smaller than a fraction, given fraction. Next thing is the Pythagoras triplet. Next one is the Pythagoras triplet. Pythagoras triplet. if three natural numbers, suppose if three natural numbers are given a, b, c, if you have three natural number a, b, c, satisfy the equation a square plus b square must be equal to c square. If the given number a, b, c satisfying the given equation a square plus b square plus c is equal to c is equal to c square, then the three natural numbers are said to be a, b, c are form a Pythagoras triplet. We can, for example, 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square. The square of 3 9, a square of 4 16, a square of 5 square 25. So 16 plus 9 25 is equal to 5. Here we have the three numbers, natural number a, b, c. The square of 3, square of 4 is equal to square of c square. These are satisfying the condition of Pythagoras triplet a square plus b square plus c square. So we can say that 3, 4, 5 is a form of Pythagoras triplet. It must be satisfying the condition. The given condition is here a square plus b square is equal to c square. Here a plus a square plus b square plus c square is, these are coming, then we can say that 3, 4 is a Pythagoras triplet. Next is the for any natural number, for any natural number, for any natural number a, where a is greater than 1, where a is greater than 1, there exists a Pythagoras triplet 2a, comma a square minus 1, a square plus 1. For any natural number a, where a must be greater than 1, this satisfying the condition 2a, comma a square minus 1, comma a square plus 1. Now here suppose suppose here we have taken a equal to 7, a equal to 7, so 2a equal to 2 into 7 equal to 14. 7 a square minus 1 is equal to 7 square minus 1, 7 square 49 minus 1 is equal to 48. Next one is the a square plus 1, 7 square plus 1 is equal to 50. Now we will look at some different patterns in the next video.